We're looking at the journal entry resource within Amalgam, which makes it super easy to create new journal entries, edit existing ones, or even delete things out of your general ledger. So I've gone ahead and loaded my template here for ABC widgets for the journal entries. And what I'm going to do to start is just let's create a couple journal entries. So I'll set a date here. I'll say 9/30/2024, and I'll do my debits and credits. But let's go ahead and select our accounts first, give us a little frame of reference. You can see here, these are the exact accounts that are all set within QuickBooks. So I want to do one for accounts payable. So I can go and hit payable here, and you'll see that populate. I'll give a description of Joe's AP load here. And then the other side of this can be rent, right? Let's say we paid the rent. We can go ahead and put that in here. And we can also say we've got our utilities, right? So we can make multi-line journal entries with this. And I'll make it very simple. Let's say the total of rent was $100, and it would be $90 for the rent and $10 for the utilities. We can also make additional journal entries right in one, and the way to do that is just to add another date, and it can be the same date. Right here, you can see these blanks, and you can see it populate. It's still invalid because we need the proper information and we need the entries to balance. But you can see the gray here actually flags that this would be a new journal entry for us, as well as the number here. You can see the number 2. So I'll go ahead and say maybe we'll have, we've paid a legal fee or something like that. And then we'd also have cash come out of our checking account. And so you can see that, and let's say this is a $250 legal fee, and that's $250 out of that. And I can also say Joe's journal entry. So there you go. There's our journal entries. Those are ready to upload. They look good. I'm going to go hit upload. The status is new and the action is upload, but we should get an error. I've purposely put an error in here, and we did. So you can see I've used accounts payable, but there's a requirement within QuickBooks that it needs a vendor as part of that. So other metadata is actually right in here. So if we want to add customer, vendor, location, class, those types of things, we can do that. So my vendor is actually going to be any old vendor, Nolan's Honky Tonk in this case. So we've classified the vendor there, so that should satisfy it. The other thing you'll notice is the journal entry that was good is loaded. It's been synced. The one that isn't still recognizes it new, but still wants to upload it. So as I hit upload here, I'm going to hit upload this time, it leaves journal entry number 2 as is and uploads journal entry number 1. So we should in just a second get a success message and the evidence of sync. So there's our success message and there's synced. So I've just posted 2 journal entries right to QuickBooks. If you would load into QuickBooks or upload QuickBooks and get in there, you'd be able to see that those have been posted. But I can also edit existing journal entries or even delete them. So let's go ahead and do a download. I'll select my dates here. I'll do for, again, the month of September. And I hit download. It'll clear out my data. And then it will also load in all of the journal entries, not just the ones I've created. So we should be able to see the ones. So Joe's AP load and Joe's JE are starting to load. They're right at the top. And you can see some other tests and things I've been doing in kind of my sandbox. Each one is sort of labeled again, 1 through 8. I've got the different colors to note them there. So let's just say I put in the wrong amount for my rent journal entry. It actually is $110. And it's the $100 for the rent line and $10 for the utility line. It immediately sees that I've edited this, and it suggests to upload. So I can go right here and hit upload again. It will recognize that one journal entry needs editing, and it will post that updated journal entry. And again, this is not a new journal entry. It's the same one that we had created previously with the same IDs. But let's say this is actually incorrect, this second journal entry, this $250 in legal services. We want to delete it for some reason. I can come here and I can select delete. It'll recognize it as delete, and I hit delete button here. It'll actually go into QuickBooks and delete that right out. So another functionality here. So we can add new journal entries, edit existing ones, and delete out existing ones as well. So really full service on the journal entry resource for Amalgam, and you've kind of seen the functionality here all the way through.